What up, y'all? So Tekashi 6ix9ine officially turns himself in. He officially turns himself in. He had violated some things, so he had to finally turn himself in. I know a lot of people don't mess with Tekashi 6ix9ine, right? A lot of people don't mess with him. For those of you who don't know who Tekashi 6ix9ine is, he's a Brooklyn rapper. Came out about 2017 ish, 18 ish. You know what I'm saying? Dude went hard, but you know what I'm saying? Like he was pushing this narrative in a sense, you know what I'm saying? I try to like portray a certain lifestyle that he wasn't necessarily from. So, he was dealing with a lot of things, you know what I'm saying, messing with some of the Bloods down in New York, you know what I'm saying? But you can kind of tell he was just a kid that came up in the hood, you know what I'm saying? But he wasn't necessarily from the hood, you know what I mean? And he ended up, as he blew up as a rapper, he started surrounding himself with a lot of Bloods. You know what I'm saying? So he ended up kind of portraying a lifestyle that he wasn't necessarily into for real. Fast forward, he ends up telling on these guys that was running with him, that was essentially protecting the dude. He ends up telling on the guys and sent them to jail. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't rock with Tekashi 6ix9ine like that because of that whole situation. You know what I'm saying? So since then, he went to jail. He told on everybody. He got out. You know what I mean? And he's been doing trying to like revamp his whole thing. And he's been doing it, and he's been doing a great job of revamping. You know what I'm saying? But he's officially went back to jail. He's not going to jail for a long time, but He's going back to jail for 3 months for violating. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, he officially turned himself in. I believe it was last night. So he's gonna be sitting down for a little bit. He's gonna be sitting down for a little bit.
Reports today to the same Brooklyn jail where Nicolas Maduro and his wife are being held. The artist, whose real name is Daniel Hernandez, was sentenced to 3 months behind bars for violating the terms of his supervised release. He was indicted in 2018 in a federal racketeering case that targeted members of a criminal group with whom he worked. After pleading guilty to conspiracy and other charges, he testified against members of that group and previously was sentenced to 2 years in prison.
Today marks.
This is Eyewitness News.
So yeah, man, he's, like I said, he had to turn himself in. Just to kind of give y'all some context. Tekashi 6ix9ine, which his real name is Danny Hernandez, the rapper known as Tekashi 6ix9ine, turned himself in on Tuesday to the same Brooklyn jail where Nicolas Maduro and his wife are currently being held. So everything that's been going on with the country, with Trump and everything, like he in the same jail as the dude that Trump kind of been going back and forth with. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, he's in a high profile situation, obviously, because he's a rapper. I know a lot of people don't know him because they just not up on him like that. But for the ones who do know him, y'all know he like a big deal. You know what I'm saying? He's a big deal. A lot of people, like I said, a lot of people don't give him the credit, you know what I'm saying, because of how he is. You know what I'm saying? He's a very arrogant kid, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he's pretty big. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what did it say? The rapper will serve 90 days behind bars, which is not crazy, you know what I'm saying? But you don't want to serve no time for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be sitting there serving no time knowing the type of level that you playing at. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure where he's at today, I highly doubt he wanna be serving any time for real. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, he's been able to get out and do some things that have been pretty big. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I know a lot of people don't mess with him like that. But he's doing some dope stuff. He signed a new deal recently where he's doing a lot of streaming. A lot of people that's privy to the music industry understand, like, a lot of rappers today don't really make money like that. You know what I'm saying? You got the big guys, obviously, the NBA young boys. You got the obviously the Drakes, the people that have that major success. But a lot of people are not making money like that. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. We in that day and time. You know what I'm saying? So he's been able to find a way to revamp himself with social media, with streaming. You know what I'm saying? Which is what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, a lot of artists don't really understand, like, yo, because there's so many artists that want to be a rapper, want to be singers, want to be models, actors, or whatever, and they don't understand that what a label once was is not what it is today. You know what I'm saying? So you can get on this internet, you can stream, you can do different things, build content, and build a crazy buzz for yourself independently. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he's done in general, you know what I'm saying, with the music, but he's done it even more with streaming and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, Tekashi 6ix9ine been kind of like revamping his whole thing, and he's been able to, kind of just give himself a new start in a sense. And dude been saying a lot of, again, he's like the poster child for snitching. You know what I'm saying? When it, for those of you who know, y'all know. You know what I'm saying? For those of you who don't, who watching this on Facebook, who are a little older that don't really understand, yeah, he's like the poster child. He's considered the poster child for snitching. Even though a lot of other rappers currently, you know what I'm saying, been snitching, doing certain stuff in the street, then coming out and telling on their homies and whatnot. He's kind of been the poster child of it because his situation was a little, it was a little wild. You know what I'm saying? It's a little wild. So this is him. Let me see if I can find this video with him actually like his last few minutes before he got locked up. See if I can find this video. So this is him with Aiden Ross. Those of you who don't know Aiden Ross is one of the biggest streamers in the world. Who he's been doing a lot of content with. Just did a music video with, which is a super smart move. But this is them kind of like, on the way to drop him off. You know what I'm saying? To do his time.
Yo, but no fro. Just like hold it down on YouTube, kill it.
Hey, Mom, I'm with Danny. He's going to jail. I figured you want to say goodbye to him because you love him.
Mary Beth.
See if I can.
Yeah, Mary Beth, all these people are asking where's Steve's mom. She's being indicted with the Venezuelan president.
I think my mom is just not fun. They talk on the phone and stuff drunk.
Steven.
Hi, Mom.
All right, well, say goodbye to him because he's going to jail.
Bye, Mary Beth. I'll see you in April.
Can I do a hi, Mom?
All shit aside though, bro, like you said it perfectly. God got a plan for you,
I'll knock some shit down.
But I feel like this is the only way you're going to lose weight, dude. So.
It is sad, but you gotta make the best of it,
No, it's necessary. Otherwise, you're going to be fat forever.
Not gonna happen.
Like, you need prison in your life. It's part of the simulation. Like, he needs prison to get ripped. It is what it is, man.
So I can't play all of it. Like I said, y'all kind of heard a little bit of it, but that's him on the way back to, or on the way to do the time that he doing. You know what I'm saying? Can't play all of it. Definitely not trying to get copywritten. But yeah, that's pretty much the situation. Like I said, it's a tough situation just to get locked up in general. But at the top of your career, you know what I mean? Because like I said, he's been doing some big things, breaking crazy records independently. You know what I'm saying? You talking about a guy that's like, the whole industry is like, man, I'm not messing with you. You a snitch. Obviously in hip hop, it's a whole thing. Like, if you snitching, ain't nobody rocking with you like that. But he's been able to do what he's doing or do what he did, you know what I'm saying, with the whole snitching and kind of turn the whole thing around and really take itself to a different level globally. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you're not talking about a guy that's putting little records out, and you know what I'm saying, you're talking about a guy that's globally taking himself to a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I know a lot of people don't rock with him, but again, I gotta give credit where credit is due. I gotta give credit where credit is due. To revamp when the whole industry is against you is not that's not something that's easy. You know what I'm saying? That's not something that's easy at all. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. He was on a Vlad interview, and for those of you who know Vlad is probably when it comes to entertainment news, which is what I do, Vlad is by far the top guy. You know what I'm saying? And if he's not the top guy, entertainment news, because obviously you got Joe Budden, obviously you got Charlemagne with Breakfast Club and all of them, but Vlad is probably the top guy. So this has been Vlad's biggest interview with Tekashi 6ix9ine. You know what I'm saying? So just to kind of like let y'all kind of check out
1986,
this interview.
the cliche, single parent home. My stepfather, who I thought was my real father, played that role for me. But we didn't have crazy money. So just it was a having nothing childhood to I think I was 14 when I just got my first job. My dad passed away in 2010, so that's when I started working with my brother and stuff, just to help my mom out and stuff like that. So it was one of those childhoods.
Okay, so your mom is Mexican.
Yeah.
And she was a factory worker.
No, my mom's not a factory. No, she used to clean houses.
Clean houses, okay.
Yeah. She used to clean.
So like I said, man, I'ma always give respect where respect is due. You know what I'm saying? I be seeing people comments like, man, he a snitch. Why you be so, you know what I'm saying? Why you be on him like that? Cause like I said, man, like I don't respect the snitching shit. I feel like, look, if you whatever you choose to do, you know what I'm saying? If you say, yo, I'm gonna commit to a certain lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? You gotta rock with that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? It come with going to jail, come with whatever it come with. Yeah, you gotta rock with that lifestyle for sure. You know what I'm saying? So I don't agree with him deciding to be a part of a lifestyle and then switching on everybody. But I do respect everybody being against you and you not folding and you not, you know what I'm saying, you not kind of running from the situation like a lot of these niggas are doing right now. You know what I'm saying? So you look at Gunna, you look at Young Thug, you look at a lot of dudes that came out as or in jail, they was snitching, and then they come out and instead of saying, yeah, I snitched, it's like, nah, I'm gonna deny it to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? Again, either way it's wrong. Like, let's be clear. Either way, you bogus. If you signed up for something, handle what that come with. Either way. But what I'm saying is, for you to snitch, my bad, y'all. For you to snitch, and for you to be like, yo, this what happened. I snitched. That, you know what I'm saying? This is why. You know what I mean? And for you to come out and just own it and then continue with your life, you know what I'm saying, and still break records and do the things that you're doing, I respect it a little more than a lot of these guys that snitching that's like, yo, like the Young Thugs or whatever, that's going to take it to the grave. I did not snitch. I didn't do this, whatever it is. And it's like, bro, you clearly snitched. We can look at the tapes. We can hear whatever that is. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, I call a spade a spade. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Like I don't sit there and try to sugarcoat nothing. At the end of the day, he snitched. It was bogus, but he came back, revamped this whole situation. We revamped this whole situation, and also showing artists, and also showing artists like, yo, you can be a rapper, you can be an artist, and you could stream, and that's the wave anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of rappers, they too cool to do interviews. You know what I'm saying? Or they too cool to stream, which is why you see a lot of you see a lot of artists that they can sell some records, but they don't they careers declining. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they don't want to do the interviews. They don't want to do streaming. I just want to be an artist, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? You want to just put your artistry out, that's fine. But at the end of the day, it's like, yo, if you can do both, if you can have a personality, you could push your brand way further. He was talking about, let me see if I can find this.
I never said you was pussy or anything.
No. I'm just came to say
prosper.
the race
Fans don't like that you say nigga so open without frustration.
Let me see if I can find this.
I don't like you
piece of
saying
it.
nigga, bro. And comfortable with herself and said, yo, I'ma say it, and it's sorry.
No. Yeah.
Niggas
Time.
not that person not being black. Yo, nigga, what's up, bro?
Mhm.
How many times?
I got a lot of Hispanic friends that I say nigga to.
Come on, bro. But people don't.
See if we can find this piece.
And have longevity in rap.
I'ma eat every single time, nigga. Is that a media interview and they try to like, oh, yo, you said nigga. Text fall under zero pressure. Yo, I'ma say it, and you want us to answer that? Charlamagne to his face. I said, who?
And I'm trying to find this little piece of it. But basically what he's saying is like a lot of rappers be trying to play too cool. And that's why their career be on a decline.
I'm down. Said I could give the perfect message right now, but it's a lot of the media outlets, people not gonna understand. Y'all making more money than rappers, right? But like I said, by me just saying that, it's gonna go to wrong messenger.
So this the interview right here, right? So he's talking about how, again, in media, what we doing in media, right? And again, I always say I'm late to the party. You know what I'm saying? But I overstand in 2026 like what it is. You know what I'm saying? But he's talking about how in media, you know what I'm saying, you could make way more money just having conversation and showing your real personality than a lot of these artists. A lot of new artists don't understand. And I'm always trying to give game to the new artists. That's why I be doing stuff like this, because a lot of new artists feel, oh, well, I got to have the same mystique that, you know, a lot of these rappers had back in the day. Or you got the Playboy Cardi's where he has the mystique. You know what I'm saying? But he kind of breaks it down where he's like, look, that ain't it no more. You know what I'm saying? Because again, if you basing your career off of mystique, you're not going to have as much content as a person that is getting up every day and showing a personality. You know what I'm saying? So he goes from that and he goes into like what I was talking about, where a lot of rappers be trying to be too cool. So I'm not gonna play the whole video, but we're gonna play a portion of it so y'all kind of get a gist of what I'm talking about and why I rock with 6ix9ine to an extent. Because again, everybody gonna stop at, the majority of people, especially black people, we gonna stop at, oh, well, he's a snitch, I can't listen to nothing he talking about, nothing is valid. Cool, missed the message. I'm the type of person, I can hear somebody could say do some bogus shit, but I'm gonna take the good pieces. People hate Kanye. People hate Trump, and I get it. I understand why, but I'm gonna take the good pieces out of what they talking about. Because if you could sit there and look at a person like a Trump or like a Kanye and say that they don't give no type of game or not putting nobody up on no knowledge, you tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, I don't agree with everything they talk about. I don't agree with everything 6ix9ine do, Trump do, Kanye do. Of course, we know they wild and they do crazy shit. We understand that. But also we understand you got to get the game where you can get the game from. You know what I'm saying? And again, he always say this shit. He like, bro, they not gonna hear it coming from me. It's the right message, but it's the wrong messenger because of what I've done and you know what I'm saying, who I am and what people look at me as. I can give some game all day. Most people not gonna listen to it, and which is true. Most people gonna be like, nah, bro, you a snitch. I'm not hearing nothing you talking about, and they gonna miss the pieces that the person is giving. So, peep it.
And I said a lot of the media outlets, people
See if give me 1 second. Let me.
don't understand. Y'all make I'm making more money than rappers, right? But wrong messenger. And I said a lot of them, you know what I mean? So, like you said, like I be dropping a lot of jewels for niggas, but it's right message, wrong messenger. And I said a lot of the media outlets, people not gonna understand. Y'all making more money than rappers, right? But like I said, by me just saying that, it's gonna go over a lot of people's heads, right? In the time we in 2026 right now, a lot of people don't got no money, done fell off. Why? Because they don't got no personality. You know, they don't have no charisma, no, like you see me, like this is the first time we meet in person. It's not hard to talk to me. I'm social. That's the word. I'm social. And that's not what just you, that's what anybody, you could put anybody in front, you could put a wall in front of me and I'm gonna make a conversation out of that shit, you heard? But like with these people, they have an ego, they have an image they wanna uphold, they wanna be too cool, too tough, you know what I mean? So I say, like, I said, give me somebody you interviewed, right? You said Finesse 2 times. I only see him tweaking on live, and I don't feel like I don't feel like tweaking out right now. You know what I mean? So, yeah, word, cause he be on. I seen a video of him playing the game, and he was on drugs, and he was like doing the fucking, yeah, that shit, huh? Yeah, he was on fentanyl. Anyway, I'm gonna act like them.
Man, so
Ain't getting no money. Anyway, I'm gonna act like them.
man, so what you got coming in the future, man?
But look though, and I hope this don't go over nobody's head. This is how, and again, I always say those of you who just start following the page, I've been cutting in the industry for a long time. Probably like, you know what I'm saying, about 15, 16 years cutting hair in the industry. Right? A lot of rappers, they be doing that shit in interviews. They be doing that shit when they getting their haircuts. You ask them a regular question. Hey, what's up, bro? How your day going, man? Niggas be like, you'd be like, okay. Because again, you just trying to make conversation You trying to make conversation because if I'm cutting your hair, it gets awkward. It gets awkward if I'm cutting your hair and I'm sitting there for 30 minutes, or I done went to your hotel, you done came to the shop or whatever it is, I'm cutting your hair and you just being awkward. You trying to be too cool. I didn't cut so many rappers, so many little artists, celebrities, whoever, and they just sit there like, again, they personality is so weird because again, they're trying to be too cool. And it translates into your day-to-day life and why your career, it goes like this. You know what I'm saying? And it starts dipping because you're trying to be too cool. So like I say, like he said it, right message, wrong messenger. I can tell y'all all day that this is what, you know what I'm saying, what holds people back. I got a bigger platform than y'all independently. Cause again, what a lot of people don't realize is that a lot of these artists that y'all look up to, that y'all like, oh, they all winning y'all think the biggest is the biggest artist. From the view standpoint, they're big. You know what I'm saying? And they're making money. From the money standpoint, they're not as big as a 6ix9ine or as big as these independent guys who everything that I do, I make the money. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have to break it down with this label and this label signed to that label signed to this label. I don't have to fully break it down. You know what I'm saying? And I know 6ix9ine got his deals and things like that he's done. But what I'm saying is that when you're not showing your personality and you're trying to be too cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, for one, even if you do sign a deal, because there's nothing wrong with signing a deal, it's everything wrong with not having leverage when you do sign your deal. Not to get off subject, Charlamagne just signed a $200 million deal, right? He signed such a big deal because he has a lot of leverage. You know what I'm saying? The leverage allows him to say, I can go get a better situation. So I want to be clear. There's nothing wrong with signing a deal. It's everything wrong with not showing personality and not having content and being able to have things that people could look at to say, oh man, I seen him on this, seen him on that, seen him on this, seen him on that. You know what I'm saying? To have leverage. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I think that, like I said, I mean, I don't agree with every single thing. I don't go and say, man, bro did no wrong or whatever it is. But, I respect what he doing. You know what I'm saying? So the little 3 months that they gave him, I think he should go knock that out, you know what I'm saying, and get right back to what he's doing, which is now doing way more media stuff, now streaming, doing way more interviews because it does nothing but push the brand. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they probably was like, man, 6ix9ine, he ain't doing music no more like that, whatever. But you can make more money doing this because you're still building your brand. It's no difference from when Kevin Hart drops a movie, he goes on a press run. You know what I'm saying? So he's saying, okay, I'm gonna go to all these different platforms, whether it be podcasts, whether it be radio, whether it be just traditional interview like a Jimmy Fallon or somebody. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he does, he's pushing his brand further and further and further. So if a person doing that every day, whether they're dropping, whether they're not dropping, what happens is you done built a whole catalog that you can eventually sell, like a Charlamagne. You can sell, or you can do a partnership where now you got, you know what I'm saying, a $200 million deal. You know what I'm saying? Life changing. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to saying, oh, I done got 5 million because I'm doing shows. I done did all of these shows, toured the world, and you know what I'm saying, I made, after the label took their money, I made $4 million. Which is still amazing money, right? To a person that's not making that type of money. It's amazing money. But you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying. You can do way more stuff.
Shit. I got like working on like an album right now. Like
That's
exactly how artists be though too. When they get their haircuts
niggas
and
be
interview.
fucking dumb as hell. Like nigga, like why are you trying to be too cool? You look stupid, bro. You look fucking retarded. Hey, like, where my homie? shit with the label. Like, I don't know, like, I got some joint. Hey, nigga, you look fucking retarded, nigga. That's how they act. And like, nigga, you on an interview right now. What's the point of doing an interview? You look fucking dumb. And that's how they really are in person. They got no personality.
So like I said, man, we ain't gotta watch the whole interview. But like I said, right message, wrong messenger. You know what I'm saying? So I hope y'all can take this. If nothing else, hope y'all can take this and understand, like, you know, one time for Tekashi 6ix9ine, you know what I'm saying? Again, man, outside of the goofy shit, I give credit where credit is due. You know what I'm saying? I hope that he can do that time, you know what I mean, and get back to what he trying to, you know what I'm saying, what he was doing. Because like I said, whether you like him, whether you don't like him, in that transition from music artist to podcasting, you know what I'm saying? Like he's climbing up that ladder, and it's only a few people that's doing that. Joe Budden obviously leads that when it comes to rappers who are transitioning or have transitions into media. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all not paying attention, most of these rappers are the smart ones that had a career that's not really into rapping because you're getting older or whatever the case may be. They've all transitioned and are transitioning into media. Joe Budden, who's leading it. Nori, another leader in the space with Drink Champs. You got Fab and Mano and them. Dave East. You know what I'm saying? You see people are transitioning. So again, man, right message, wrong messenger. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all don't take nothing else, you know what I'm saying, there's possibilities and things that you can do as an artist to build your shit out. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, one time for Tekashi 6ix9ine. One time for Tekashi 6ix9ine. Like I said, call it what you want. I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. You know what I'm saying? Don't agree with all the shit that he say, all the shit that he's done, but I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. As always, I appreciate the love and support. Appreciate y'all watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I'm gonna catch you on the next one.